Sorry, hit the wrong button. So this is part two. So one of the councilmen was quoted as saying, um, Hung told Kennedy that because of recent legislation and tax measures, there is a quote unquote an unprecedented amount of money out there now to address homelessness. It's not the money, Councilman Hung said. It's finding rooms and it's finding actual land and places to build more housing. And it's true. It's the amount of man. Actually, and here's the problem. And not just in Pasadena, but in Los Angeles. They somehow miraculously find room, find room and land and permits available for expensive luxury living facilities, townhomes or whatever, condos, huge high-rise buildings like they're building in New York and everything. How is it that they can find that but not homeless, not affordable housing? If this matter isn't really nipped in the bud for the sake of our entire society as a whole, as a country, do you folks remember? I know, and this is maybe kind of reaching, but I can almost see it, and it's very plausible. Sylvester Stallone movie and Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man, where he's like in a cryogenic state and he's reawakened in the future. I don't know how far in the future, and society is all great and everything, but society isn't all that great. People with money and wealth and have not a care in the world live on top of the land. Those in society that are poverty stricken, that are poor and not wealthy, live underground. They're subterranean. A lot of movies of old have seen the future as going that way, and we are coming that way. I mean, it's it's happening. It's proof. It's proof on the streets. Look, go to New York. Look at New York. In fact, I follow a YouTuber called Casey Neistat. He just did. Um, Again, I'll try to put a link down, but he put in uh, a link on another YouTuber who's a real estate mogul in New York, and the real estate boom is like just exploding in New York. So this young man, uh, he's a big real estate mogul, and they're building like the largest skyscraper or whatever residential skyscraper in New York, and like the top penthouse goes for like $58 million. That is a crazy $58 million for a home, and it's like a three bed. It's nothing spectacular. It's a three bed. $58 million. I could have a moderate facility built to house homeless people, or I can go into partnership with someone else to build. With $58 million, that would be great startup capital for anything. But if there's a need, and not even a great need for expensive housing, and there isn't, you can't tell me there is a great need for elaborate and overpriced housing. But what there is a need for is affordable housing, greater than expensive, unaffordable housing. But we're not doing that. So something is seriously wrong here. As far as our thinking, we want to skip dinner and go straight to the dessert. And that's not healthy. So I don't know. I don't know. It's nice to see that the Pasadena. This is the first time in like over 4 years that I've really actually seen something positive come out. Says, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. Now they're pausing and scratching their heads, and they're actually thinking the numbers don't make sense to what we're seeing and what you're telling us. So something's wrong, and we want to help, but we can't. So I don't know. I guess I can just more or less continue to vlog about it and do my little part about that in my way. But it is nice. It is comforting for me to see that they are actually trying to do something. It's just really getting bad. More and more Fair Oaks, North Lake. Yesterday when I was coming back from the supermarket, I was waiting at the bus. There was an older homeless man who's there on a regular basis. It seems on some empty storefront, and someone walked by doing this and said something really mean, like, "Oh, that so and so homeless person just pooped themselves and they're just laying there. That person must be crazy." And I'm thinking, it's a human being, whether they're crazy or not. It's a human being, It's a life that there's probably still hope. There's chance, but that person needs help. You can't call that person crazy. You don't understand that person. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know. I understand there's more compassion in trying to help a homeless family before a homeless individual. The stereotype is, and there's the stereotype, is that a homeless family became homeless because of, they lost their job or financial purposes, whatever. Let's help them first. Yes, I agree. The attitude with the homeless individual, which they know nothing of, the assumption is, they're just a drug addict. They're an alcoholic. They're a predator. They must have done something wrong to them. Probably the same thing that happened to that homeless family is the loss of job, loss of income, couldn't afford rent anymore, priced out a home in town and everything. The bad thing is our assumption towards homeless people is not good, and it's stagnating. It's delaying the process of getting individuals and families off the street, and it's delaying the process of creating or acquiring land for such a facility. We have to stop thinking it that way. We have to stop looking for a reason as to why they are homeless. Let's get these people off the street. Your employer does, again, using the same thing. Your employer doesn't really care with what you do with your life. As long as you show up, do your work properly, and you will get paid. Let's get these people off the street and then treat the problem. Find out what it is. And if they fail on their own accord. The help was provided, so then they fail and they go. That's fine, but let's address the problem and get them off the street and help the problem. And if they fall the wayside, then that's their doing. Then the city and state and country has done their part. It's as simple as that. I was given the chance, and now everything is pretty much on me. So I either sink or swim, unless the economy really goes bad and I lose my job, and I don't know. But just some food for thought for today. Again, it's chilly this morning. I only wore my shirt. I thought it was actually going to be kind of like a nice day like yesterday. Sunny, blue, it's chilly. Well, anyway, my friends, I shall leave you here today. So I will upload this when I get home. So it's going to be in kind of like two parts because I accidentally hit the stop buttons. So anyway, my friends, you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants, and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, what we're doing, hit the bell notification button. Hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us. time's going by quick. And what's going on. And, yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of talk about this homeless issue here all summer long. Let's just hope it's less talk and more action. I mean, that's what we really need. We have the money. The money's there. No more thinking tanks. No more research groups. We know what needs to be done. It's as simple as that. We know what needs to be done. So let's find an area, buy it, claim it, and start building. And enough with this. Can we at least, in LA County, have at least 5 projects being built simultaneously by the end of the year? 5. At least 5 housing projects in LA County. I mean, really huge. Like, not just 10 people. I mean, at least 75 to 100 people. That'll help. Out of 50,000 in LA County. We'll see. Anyway, my friends, I will talk to you later. I love you all.